Hi, this is Lori Davis. Welcome back to the Morning View TV. We are excited to have you here, and today is going to be about clarity and vision. And the reason that clarity and vision is so important in business is because it's like getting into a car and driving and not knowing where you're going. So we want to help you to realize that in order to meet the goals you have in business, no matter what they are, in fact, even the goals in life, you need to really understand your clarity and vision for your life and your lifestyle and where you're going. So today I just want to give you a little information about my background, and Valeska Van Fleet has joined me, and she's going to do the same thing. And we're going to give you a little insight on where we came from, where we're going, where our vision and clarity is, and then help you to understand that you're going to need to do the exact same thing that we have and also go through a similar journey. Everybody's journey is different. So we want to help you to do that, and we're very excited to have you on here with us today. So again, my name's Lori Davis, and as far as my background and my personal journey, it's been a crazy one for the past few months. And just to back up a little bit to let you know where I am right now, going through my journey and my past experiences, one thing that was going to happen was that I was going to be moving across the country. Okay, and I lived in Ohio my whole entire life. And 3 years, going on 4 years ago, I met my new husband, and he had said to me, you know, I want to be with you, I want to get married, all that stuff, but you have to know that I am a mountain man. I love the West, and I'm going to move back. And if you're not okay with that, I'm not sure what to do at this point. Well, of course, I was open to it because I'm the type of person that loves journeys, experiences, and I love to travel. And I have been to Montana before, so it was something that I was open to and excited for, but we didn't know how we were going to do it. We had no idea. All we knew is that in 4 years, somehow we were going to be living in Montana, and at the time we even considered Colorado. It was based on jobs, for what he could do, and for me as well. And so we just started planning. I was a realtor in Ohio. I had been a realtor for 10 years. And I just started planning on what I was going to do in order to continue the lifestyle we have and be able to move and be able to surrender my license in Ohio. So that was a big concern for me because I love real estate and I love the people that I've been able to help. So short story there is we're here. We made it. After 4 years of planning and getting my daughter into college and my son into his own business, we have an 8-year-old daughter as well, but we put the house on the market. And unbelievably, on July 6th of this year, just a couple months ago, we had put the house on the market. We got a buyer within 5 days, and it was exactly the terms that we wanted. That same time period, basically within 2 days, my husband had been putting out applications for at least 6 months and really didn't hear a whole lot from anybody. All of a sudden, he got a call from a company in Montana right where we wanted to be that they wanted him. They flew him out that same week, interviewed him, showed him around, offered him the job before he even left. So here we had, in a 2-week period, our house in contract, he had a job, and we were going. So literally it was July 30th, we packed up all our stuff into a U-Haul and drove across the country. Took 5 days to get here. When we got here, we were homeless. We didn't have a house. We didn't know where we were going to stay, but we were there. So that was a huge thing for us. Took a couple days of living in a motel. Finally found a great home for us to rent and get settled in here. Got my daughter enrolled in school. So everything is right where we needed it to be right now. Now, going back as far as my vision and my purpose and my clarity, you have to understand that in transitioning through life as a kid into adulthood, as a child, we are dreamers. We dream and dream and dream, and we want everything. My little 8-year-old has the biggest dreams in the whole world. And I encourage her to follow those dreams. But at some point, going through school, we lose that dream. We lose what our purpose is. We really don't know who we are. Even through our 20s, we're struggling to figure out what we are, what we want to do, and who we are. So for me, I just knew that I wanted to be a mom, I wanted to be a wife, and I wanted to help people. That's all I knew. I didn't know how I was going to help people. I didn't know really what I was going to do, so I did what most people do, and I got into corporate America. Well, I had jobs where I worked at night. I worked all night long, so my kids would be in bed while I was working. I still had time with them all day. Burnt myself out, hated it, and decided I was going to go to nail school and work with my mom. Well, I can't work with my mother, especially when she hollers Loretta every time a client walks in the door. I love her to death, but it's just one of those things that, it just wasn't working for me, and I wasn't helping people, which was my purpose still, to help people to, have a good life. So then I ended up getting a job at an insurance company, and I was hired there to train people, to help them to process claims, and I had bonuses promised to me, and I was making good money at the time, but then things started to change. The bonuses ended up disappearing, and then 9/11 happened. And I'll never forget driving to work that day and hearing on the radio about the plane crashing into the first building. Getting to work, we all stood around the TV in the cafeterias. We watched the plane run into the other building and just were horrified by that. Here we were all going through a major emotions by what we saw, the first time that we had seen our country attacked the way that it was in our lifetime. And knowing that this was possible was so scary. Well, things started to go downhill from there. People started to lose jobs, and unfortunately, in the company I was in, they did clean house too. They came in, and within that week, oddly enough, they started to let people that I knew had been very close to go with no notice. I watched them leave with security guards not able to say goodbye, and man, that just really hit me. Hit me so hard because, their home most of the time was in that cubicle. It meant something to them. The people there meant something to them, and it was gone that fast. So I realized, there's no job security in this company or corporate America, and that I needed to figure out what I was going to do to try to create some job security for my family, and again, find something that I could help people with. And so I cashed out my retirement. I went to real estate school, and within a few weeks I was up and running, and I was, tripling my income that I had before, which was super cool and exciting. And the best part was I was meeting new people. I was getting to help them find their dream homes. It was a really great career for really the first 5 years that I was in business. Loved it, making a lot of money. I created a lifestyle that I was proud of. I had my own first mortgage, without my husband on it. I could pay cash for anything I wanted. It was great, and my clients were happy. But then the market started to crash, and in October of 2006, I had 8 contracts getting ready to close. 6 of my clients lost their jobs that month. So think about that. They couldn't buy a house because they couldn't go get get another job fast enough to qualify for their loan they already had. Plus the lender said, even if you did get another job, there's no guarantee that you're still going to be there and you're still going to make the money that we've already qualified you for. And so not only did I not get paid, but these people didn't get to purchase their homes, and they lost their jobs. So that was the first time that I realized that, oh my God, there's no security in real estate. What am I going to do? And so I started to look at different network marketing companies, and that's when I found one that was United First Financial, and the beauty of it was that it worked on a line of credit, and it helped people to be able to utilize a line of credit in order to cancel interest and pay off their other debts. So my goal was to get people out of debt, get myself out of debt, and be able to create an additional income. That worked for only so long, because then the lines of credits ended up not being there. They didn't exist anymore, and so that wasn't something that was going to help people anymore. So I'm like, great, here I go, back to square one. What am I going to do to help myself and help people? And through this whole journey, I didn't really have a vision. I didn't really have clarity. I didn't really know what my full purpose was and how I was going to do it. So I was reading a lot of books. I was trying to change my mindset. I switched to a real estate company by the name of Exit Realty because they also had residual income. And they also, all of their books were written about affirmations and changing your mindset and creating the new you and going after what you wanted, actually setting up real business plans. And I went through the course of Think and Grow Rich with my real estate company. man, that totally changed my vision. It helped me to get focused, and I realized that the only thing I had control of was me. That's it. Nothing else. I have no control over anybody else, anything else, nothing. All I could do was control what I do every single day. And what I needed to do was create an income that I had control over, that didn't have anything to do with the market or recession or anything. And that is where I knew that with residuals with Exit at the time, recruiting as many agents as I could was a great thing because I get paid every time they close as long as they're an agent. But the problem then came that these agents weren't closing as many houses because the market was very hard. In Columbus, Ohio, believe it or not, there's houses that are for sale for $5,000. So if you're selling $5,000, $10,000 homes, you're making 50 bucks. You know, I mean, and that's the kind of income that was coming in, and they were struggling, which was decreasing my income as well. And I was having to sell more houses on my end, and really I was working 70 to 80 hours a week, you know, doing all of this. And, you know, I still have my residuals from Exit. I still recruit for that company, and I still get paid. But I still needed something more, and I also needed to help more people. So basically, one day I was, you know, talking to some lenders and some real estate agents in my office, and they talked me into joining another network marketing business. I did great at it because it was a company where bills were what we were handling. So if you had your own bills ran through your system, like dish and cable and internet, you would get a percentage of that bill every single month when you paid it. And anybody that signed up for those bills through your website, you also got a percentage of their bills. So it was a no-brainer. You're going to pay your bills anyway. Why not get paid for them, right? Well, you know, I was cranking it out. I was getting my clients into the business. I was helping them. I was doing training in my home Saturday mornings personally, showing the plan 4 and 5 times a day, you know, really loving what I was doing. Well, the Federal Trade Commission gets into the picture. And, of course, most network marketing companies, if you've been in any at all, you know that there's always somebody, a competitor or someone that didn't make any money with the company because they didn't work it, that thinks they should have made $1 million for bringing in 3 people. So then they go hire an attorney, and then Federal Trade Commission gets on it, and then there's a lawsuit. Most of the time they go away. However, this particular owner decided that he was already worth millions. He didn't want to fight it, and he closed the doors. So he didn't even go to the courts and try to fight. So you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people that instantly lost their paychecks on Fridays for their residuals. Gone, done, shut the door. So there went everything I built all over again. So now I'm thinking, okay, network marketing doesn't have any security in it. What am I going to do? That leads me to why I decided to be in business for myself. So I learned how to be an affiliate marketer. And affiliate marketer enables me to sell any product, whether it's mine or somebody else's. I can be an affiliate to Walmart, to Amazon, to eBay, you know, to ClickBank, to ClickSure, anything. But the problem with that is, yes, I do that and I promote other people's products, but they only pay you 10, 20, 30, 40% commissions. So that you got to sell a lot of products in order to make that decent money, and it's a lot of hard work, and you have to know how to generate traffic for those products. Well, Empower Network is what I currently have as my solution, the vehicle. I get in the car of my vehicle, which is Empower Network, and I drive and I know where I'm going. And that basically is that I'm helping people that have been through the same path that I have, whether they're a realtor, they're an insurance agent, they are in network marketing. I'm helping them to market their business, to generate leads and traffic to them, but I'm also giving them the opportunity to also use and promote the same system, to also get paid as an affiliate and create a security for themselves to understand that they are going to get a skill set that's going to enable them to be able to sell any product, anything, even if they create it for the rest of their lives. It's up to them. They are the CEO truly of their own business with affiliate marketing. So how does that help people? Well, because I'm able to create this income for myself, I'm able to turn around and help other people get through the process, the journey, have a purpose, have a clarity, help them hold on to their vision and get going. I want to know how much they want to make per month. I want to know what kind of lifestyle they want. And then I help them to get that through the training and the systems that we have with Empower Network that has helped me do the exact same thing. My goal is to create freedom. My goal is to help people to say, you know what, I'm tired of having a college degree and working this daggone minimum wage job. I'm tired of working 2 and 3 jobs. I'm tired of not seeing my family. And you know what, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And so in order to help them to start to create an income from home, that's freedom. That is going to give them the lifestyle that they've been looking for, and that's what I do. That's my purpose. That's my vision, is to help free people from corporate America, from the minimum wage jobs, to help create a security, and then in turn teach them to help other people do the exact same thing. And then when that money's created for you, you can help charities, you can help schools. There's so many things that you can do once you are your CEO of your own company and you're able to actually create that real leverage. So, hopefully, in creating our live daily TV show, Valeska and I, our purpose is to help you through this journey, to give you the training and the tools necessary. But let me tell you something, it will benefit you 100%, 1,000% if you're using the same system that we are, because you're going to get extra training, extra knowledge, extra help from us because you're using the tools that are necessary to do it. So I'm going to turn this over to Valeska, and she's going to share her vision and her story with you. And get excited because she's a great lady. She's a businesswoman, a mom, an internet marketer, and she's phenomenal. So Valeska, welcome, and go ahead and share your vision and story.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm so pleased to be here. I love working with Lori. We're a great team, although we're not on the same team. And that's the beauty of multi-level marketing, I think. But to take you back a few years to probably the start of my business or the start of my career, you're young and idealistic when you get out of school, and I, thought I could change the world, and then reality set, and I had to get a job. And I had 2 certain kinds of experiences that should have really told me, there were signs, told me which way I should have gone. But as I missed the signals. So I began working in the language and technology sector, which is what I had gone to school for. And I began working for a very entrepreneurial gentleman, and I was in sales and marketing, and it was a great, fun company. He had sold his company to an advertising company, Ogilvy and Mather, which was also a fun, because the advertising world is a fun environment to be working in. And then one day, as companies do, they shoved us off. They sold us. We ended up in a big language company that I won't name the names. And it was a big corporation, and I became very unhappy. And I was offered a position back in California. That was all happening in Chicago, and I was offered a position back in California to run the translation division for a business for another large corporation, basically, that had just acquired a small company. And it was a fantastic opportunity because it gave me the opportunity to come back to where I had gone to school and where I really wanted to settle, Monterey, California, where there isn't a whole lot of business because it's a tourist town. And it moved me out of Chicago. It was a dream come true. Unfortunately, I learned for the first time that you're not necessarily rewarded in big corporations for doing great work. And let's just say that from the time I was hired to 3 months later, several of the senior managers changed over, and for some reason I walked into the office one day 4 months later, and they told me to pack my things and that I wasn't needed anymore. I had been the sole source of income and revenue for this new business unit within this mega corporation. And what they did just blew my mind. I mean, it was... Anyway, I was shoved out, devastated, because you feel such total rejection when you lose your job. And was on the phone with an old friend of mine from graduate school. She said, Valeska, we should start our own business. I said, really? I said, I don't have any money. She said, well, we don't need money. We'll just self-finance. Anyway, we ended up starting a business, which I ended up running for 10 years and growing to be at that time, this was in the 90s, about a $3 or $4 million business with 40 people. It was the best of times. It was the most, I jumped out of bed every single morning and loved what I was doing. It was just, there was nothing more rewarding. Even those Friday night prayer payroll meetings that we would have where we were going, please let us have enough money in the bank to meet, because there are struggles up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually we had taken the company as far as we could because we were a service industry. We really couldn't finance the growth that we were experiencing. So I sold the company to a technology company, and as those things go, you can never really stay on board after you have given up ownership or managerial control. And so I joined another entrepreneurial company where I stayed for a long time, and it was wonderful because it was a home-based business. Well, it wasn't a home-based business, but I was working from home in a sales and marketing capacity, which I loved, traveling to Dublin, Ireland 4 times a year for management meetings. And it worked out very well because I had married in 1999, and in 2003, my husband and I adopted 2 small children, 3 and 4, 3 and almost 5 actually. And also my father was living with us since my mother had passed away, and so the fact that I could live at home and be there, although I did have help, made for a very easy lifestyle. And I had these 2 beautiful little munchkins running around, and everything was great until about 2010, when I was lured by this very big position in a high-tech company in the Silicon Valley. And I seem to have forgotten my lesson from corporate America years earlier. And I thought, this is a big job, and it's got fantastic benefits, and my salary is going to go up. It went up something like 50%. I mean, they lure you with the best of everything. And the only downside was that the job was 85 miles away. It was north because I live in Monterey, and I had to commute. But I had arranged that I was supposed to be able to work 2 days from home. That didn't stay the way it was supposed to go. And I loved it when I started, and I was paid handsomely, but I was enslaved every moment of my life. And about 6 months into it, I realized I never saw my family. I never saw my kids. I couldn't go to any of their plays, their performances, their doctor's appointments. My husband and I sort of passed each other after dinner. I was never home on time for dinners. I was working the hours of a young attorney after they get out of school. It was like 70, 80 hours a week, weekends, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And after 2 years, I was so burned out that I said, I can't do this anymore. This is not me. I'm leaving. And so I ended 2011 unemployed.
Oh, boy.
And I thought, well, that's all right. There's a market for consultants. I'll take a few months off, and, I'll find a little gig where I do small contract kind of spurts. And started hanging out online, and all of a sudden fell into network marketing. And I thought, well, okay, this doesn't look very hard. I'm kind of a smart girl. This will be a little income stream until I get something, something real, because this didn't seem like a real job to me at that time. And blogging, gee, I kind of like blogging. I can write. And off I went. Well, it isn't a hard job, but there are things you need to learn, even if you're fairly comfortable on a computer and you don't have a big ego, then it's a lot easier. Well, I kind of went in with, this I know it all kind of stuff, and I realized all of a sudden that, gee, I wasn't progressing quite as quickly as I thought I should be, and it was this part that was holding me back. So I had to take a couple of steps back and really reassess what I was doing, and I slowed down a little bit and thought, I have to really start committing, and I have to stop trying to fly under the radar and not tell anybody what I'm doing, because I really think it's and admit that this is actually a real business, a good business, and one that I should be fully committed to. But all along I thought it was about making money. And of course it is about making money, because everybody needs money to live, and you want to have a good lifestyle, and I never really took it any further than that. But this kind of business requires you to really drill down deep, because you need to have a kind of commitment that goes beyond the get up at whatever hour in the morning, get dressed, go to your job, come home. Mm-hmm. You're building your own little empire. You're building your own little dream castle. And I really didn't know why, above and beyond the fact that I wanted to earn money. And I was heading out to an event in Chicago, because our company, Empower Network, which I am an affiliate, both of us are affiliates for Empower Network, was having a fabulous event in Chicago there, and we hold awesome events. And I was sitting at the little airport in Monterey, and I was looking at my phone, waiting for my flight to go, and I checked my Facebook wall, and there was this little post from my daughter. And just to sum it up, she said, Mom, she's 12 now, and she's a real teen, really. And she said, Mom, I know I don't tell you this very often, but I really love you. You're my go-to person when, things are bad and I want to talk. And she says, I know I don't always act like I really appreciate you, but you are the best, and I'm so glad you adopted me. Well, you can imagine, I just about burst into tears right then and there, and I suddenly, a light bulb went off, and I said, this is not about the money. The money is a means to an end. What this is really about is making a really great life for those two little kids that I committed to. And then all of a sudden, everything opened up. I thought, well, yes, and it's also about being able to help my sister who's severely disabled. And then I thought, I can actually help a lot of people, because what multi-level people think multi-level marketing is not a good thing, or it's given a bad rap because people think it's a pyramid scheme, which it isn't. Good companies, good MLM companies are awesome. Why are they awesome? Because they're about building teams. Your success is linked to your team's success.
That's right.
If you don't build a good team and help your team up and along, you're not going to really be making loads of money yourself. You're inextricably linked to the people you bring on board with you. And so even if you don't start off with the idea that you want to help people, it begins to develop and percolate inside you. And you realize that a little bit of personal development, the joy that you get from helping somebody else lift up, the joy you get from somebody else's success is all part of it. And as you throw those pebbles in the water and they cause those ripples, the pool gets bigger and bigger. And it occurred to me that I could make the world around me a little bit of a better place. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, well, gee, I can build no-kill animal shelters. You start to think of all the causes that are important to you, and you start to think of what you can do if you're successful and you make other people successful, and it's awesome.
It is. It is completely awesome, and I love your point as far as team building, because that is 100% true in the network marketing uh, arena, as well as affiliate marketing and internet marketing. You are going to need a team. You cannot do everything on your own efforts, but just maximizing and helping your team to have clarity, purpose, and vision, you're helping everybody to create the lifestyle that they want. And that's what network marketing was really set out to do. When people see the get three, get three, get three, what they don't understand is that you have to rinse and repeat, that you have to continue to help people. If you're not helping people and all you did was help 3 people, then are you going to make a lot of money? Come on, you know? I mean, that's the thought process that people, you know, they don't get it. They just don't understand that. And the purpose is helping people first and foremost, and the money will come. It just does. That's what you need to understand. So, you know, as far as what we do with Empower Network, why we've chosen this platform, you know, something huge is coming, and that is going to be on Friday. We've got a brand new blog platform that is going to be completely mobile. So it's going to enable people more so to help their teams faster. It's going to be able to help them sell more products. It's going to help them to grow their businesses no matter what business they have. That's going to be launching on Monday, and we're super excited about that. But you got to get plugged in and you got to get the system, because we want to help you in order to create whatever it is that you want to create with your vision and your lifestyle. So there's links provided that both of us have sent you to our Hangout. And whether Valeska invited you or I did, there's links provided in order to get your system now. You're going to be on a waiting list for a couple days. However, if you decide that you do want to be an affiliate with Empower Network and know that you can't access the mobile system yet, I can get you, and so can Valeska, an affiliate link that signs you straight up. You will get access to all the training and everything on our teams right now, but you're not going to have access to the new mobile system until Friday, so that's just a couple days away. So, you know, let us know, send us a message, get back to us, let us know if you want to join us in our vision and what Empower Network is doing, and or you can just be a customer, and we will teach and train you to grow your business to whatever you want it to be. Valeska, do you have a few words too?
Yeah, the important thing to realize about Empower Network and the new platform that's coming out is that it's a multifunctional platform that will allow you to build the current business you're involved in. It will allow you to start a second business if you so choose to. And it will also enable you to be an affiliate for Empower Network, where you can earn 100% commission and have the opportunity to earn a fantastic income just as an affiliate. But I have to give you the income disclosure. You could do brilliantly, and you could do nothing at all, because it is, like every business, contingent on your effort and the work that you put into it. And if you've got it and you do it, you could be very, very successful, or not. In other words, there's no guarantee of income, but earning 100% commission is a pretty big driver, I would think, personally. So that's it. That's where we're going, and I would urge you to become an affiliate, because no matter what else you want to be advertising, being an affiliate just makes sense when you can earn 100% commission. So get in touch with us, click the links below, check it out, and come back daily and tune in, because we've got lots to teach you.
We do, and the income disclosure is on both of our pages that we sent you, so please read our full income disclosure. It is an updated live one, so it does actually show real live income versus, and it shows the average income versus the people that make a lot of money. So we don't hide anything. Everything is right there, you know, for you to see, and we want you to review it, and we want you to understand, you know, that this is based on you. Okay, if you follow the training, the system, and you do it consistently and work hard, you can make a very good income. If you do nothing, you will make no money. So I think we've put that out there so you can understand it. There should be no confusion
Yep.
at all. But get back on tomorrow with us at 12:30 Eastern Time. We will be running Monday through Friday. And if you are a network marketer or have another business and you have some training and tips that you want to share, we welcome you to email us and we can include you in our Hangout, but here's the stipulation: you must be using our system. Okay, so if you're using our system, we can put you on here with us. We can help get you more recognition, create content for you. So go ahead and get your system, get on the waiting list to start it on Friday. It's $25. And if you've got the system and you're ready to go, let's get you on some Hangouts and help you grow your business, as well as give you the opportunity to also make money with the Empower Network. So we are signing off, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great, fabulous day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.